There really is no escaping it. It's time for more. Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. If only we had more time in between, I might be able to prepare myself. But we've seen offshoots into different genres, movie styles, animation styles, mediums, commentary on society as a whole. What exactly is left to be explored? All I really know is I'm kind of scared for each and every one of them. But with how things are going so far, I need a little pick-me-up in my day, which comes in the form of Zetsubou Sensei. Might be a little too much. But grab a drink, sit down, let's begin. The Stork plane, not something I would have expected for that, but having them reappear once again, don't look at me. But seeing them appear once again in the episode. Not starting the tally chart yet, though. You'll break out in excessive aches and pains. And that also applies to not doing anything at all and taking a break from that. Or for sudden illness. So if you must descend, try and, do it gently. I can see a lot of people are actually paying attention to his lectures now. Someone went above and beyond with that transition image. Still going on with the t-shirts. Oh. Well, I was being given the go-ahead. I wonder why you're advocating for more holiday, though. Anything to get rid of them all and have some extra time to yourself. Seems like a good idea. I don't think I can pass that idea through my bosses and try and get some extra paid holiday. Still, with everything that's going on, their idea of a break and a vacation, what's it going to descend into? We know they've each got their own ideas of what is classified as like a enjoyable time, whether that involves aggravating animals or not. Also, I need to go back a few episodes and rewatch the opening from when it switched on to this style to see if it had the bad flickering film effect from the beginning or if it is slowly degrading. Well, I guess the point across. Suddenly having nothing to do. To be fair, a shock to the system in any respect is going to be difficult to just get into easily, but life is never easier, never easy, never being given a smooth landing myself. Congratulations, you've all died. If anyone was to take this seriously, but what are we actually getting for this simulation? Are you actually just going aircraft simulator? Gotta broach the subject easily. Don't go full force. Definitely a lesson to be learned for Japan, but other countries don't exactly take things easily when trying to broach criticism. Why are the different places need different... Gotta get in a comfortable landing position. Now we're getting into a worldwide... Oh god. Try to remain disguised, hidden amongst the masses. Overcome them slowly and insidiously from within. Yep, it's... Be her. It's terrifying how easily she dropped into that thought process. How are you going to slowly get into that, though? Right. Hopefully not... I mean, she has been getting us all used to this punchline and joke throughout the entire series, so... He is a man of grand wisdom. What if an animal is all tail? She's stolen your entire reason to be... I thought he was about to roll out the door with that one. Impressive. I see she's trying to catch a little attention. There's a corpse. Oh. To be fair, I've seen worse... What's inside the t-shirt? So please hurry up. Go take the holiday now. Is this... oh... Aha. So to compensate the holiday... You've got to have more schooling on the days off, more hours. Oh no, they're going to break him on the wheel. A fitting punishment for more education. Oh, they'll slowly ease him into the underworld, I see. Thanks, Maria. It's a bit overdone. A fight against illness. Well, now you're just getting... Well, if it'll be over quickly. Trying to come up with a new idea, forcing it upon everyone else to vote for it, and also telling you the entire twist if there is one. Kind of defeats the point, does it not? It's not going to be an easy day for you. Go for the scenic route. How much? How many times has he played that scam? It's my final day. Make it a good one. Hello. Meh. Cool. Good for her. What's that got to do with me? If everyone else is, but... Oh, God. Just... They never actually told him the name, so what do they expect from it? But just mime along with the actions, just get it over and done with. Let them make their own mistakes. If only there was more translation of the actual on-screen writing. Might get some of them extra background jokes and the like, which is sorely missing. Right. But what if he needs his lights? You would not be able to get... I like this quick cut back. You would not be able to get people over here going along with that. So now he's going to sue him for assault. How many times has he done this? How? The only way you can't be dragged into other people's dramas is never get involved with anyone ever again. Who's Ozeki and how long's that dog been there? Please get off my property. Even trying to stay inside isn't enough, apparently. Although they probably should have told him if there was a famous death on the premises. What is going on? There's too much on this episode. There's some dramas which I think he needs to stay away from. Although he's been involved for far too long already. Oh no! There's an imposter. Just... If he wasn't guilty, why would he run? Oh no. Good catch. Although there was a few stories, news reports at least, that I've seen, which is similar to that joke just then. Not something to laugh at. What was she pulling? No shouting in a movie theatre. That can be taken the wrong way, can't it? I was not able to read what was just written there. Bororoka. Luckily, the area I'm living in now isn't exactly on a dangerous floodplain or anything, so I don't have to worry. And Britain's weather is fairly mild, if not slightly bad, all year round. How much of his life has he spent in a pachinko parlor? Uh-huh. Right. What is derived from what? What is the original source? Using a river as a visual analogy for it. No one's even paying attention to Ava that was on the TV. Not for the manga writers. Well, as long as they're getting paid some royalties if it gets turned into a pachinko machine. Accidentally being pulled into some sort of pop culture. To be fair, on this one I might relate. I was playing World Cup 98 or something on 95 on the PlayStation. That was my first foray into football. Or soccer if you're wrong. Didn't know anything about it otherwise. Never cared to learn. I know a fair few Japanese cars anyway, not from playing racing games, but they're onto something. What was that noise just now? A horrible waste of money, if you're asking me. But that brings into a question, what kind of hobbies or interests do you have that suddenly becomes popular because of a show or game? So people think, you must like that. Reading the Bible because of Ava? Has anyone done that? Those poor bastards. How much has people managed to expand their horizon thanks to Evangelion? He's never left. Gene? Do you think he's happy just get some voice roles? Well, if each character has to have some sort of punny name, what would mine devolve into? Somehow I don't want to know. You'd have to ignore society as a whole, not take in any sort of influence. It's going to be difficult. What is with their eyes? Because of her mother? That one might need to be explained to me. Understandable? Since I'm a man, so there is so many kind of minor accidental cross-mixing with and ideas of where this all comes from. Whether it just be wordplay or the like, please go home. Future for all of us right there. Hey! If enough people go to prison for watching late night anime, it doesn't become the counter, does it? It becomes the current. I mean, good for him to announce it, but it is an army you do not want to cross. And where did it all stem from? Well, it's always her. You know, he makes a strong case. What, so therefore it's okay? Well, she's a bit weird herself. Why Che Guevara? Well, so you must know the entire movement and the history. Oh, Christ, they're actually getting... Actually, if more people knew, then maybe... I think, you know, before getting into some sort of movement or counter-revolution, you should know where it come from. So that you... Mao? Not surprising that there was a lot of bloodshed after that. But to be fair, there was a time when I liked the Soviet Union. Didn't know anything about it, but the entire reason that I thought, oh, that's kind of cool, was because of the ending music of any match in Call of Duty World at War. That's some good music. That's all I needed to know. So, what have we learned from today's episode? Well, I'll have to get back to you on that one. Something about legs and slowly getting used to swimsuits. Yeah, the important parts of the episode. I think with the idea of this counter-current, whether or not it's... Are we getting a story after the... Daddy Barefoot? Who could wear shoes with no socks? What kind of monster? What was this fight? Actually, don't tell me. What did I just ask? As soon as we saw, you know, Daddy Barefoot and an email with a attachment, I think we could have guessed where that was going, and a lengthy prison sentence from there on after. But an episode of slowly easing into things so it's not a hard crash on the system, and a cognizant march away from the masses, what is a wide appeal, getting into the niche. I think anyone watching Zetsubou Sensei is already in that kind of niche category. There are so many references to Eva in this episode. Someone really, really likes Evangelion. I don't know if it's the best way to try to introduce it to more and more people, but with the underlying message of seeing something, learning more about it, whether it be a socialist regime or a actually now somewhat widespread popular anime. Gotta get into everywhere, somewhere, at some point. Learn at least the base about it. A big mecha and something purple. Wonder what that's about. Then you get down to the realms of, psychology, human relationships, and strangely the Bible. And the more that I think about it, the more my life is a topsy-turvy world of dumb shit. I got introduced to Evangelion many years ago. When I didn't watch anime, didn't know anything about the animation style, culture, anything at all. I think it was one Christmas being given a selection of DVDs from my aunt. One of them being the compilation movie thing of Evangelion. And it's like, what the hell is this? That scarred me. Not the soft-landed one needs, really, to get into a series. But sometimes you just can't avoid it, and much like when your favourite IP and game gets turned into, let's say a movie that gets 0% in the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. It's heartbreaking, knowing what something once was, and people new to it all coming in and thinking, oh, that's what it's about? All I really know from this episode is that I have far too much in common with the guy with no presence, and I don't like that. So, I'm going to take a healthy long break away from Zetsubou Sensei, reset myself, maybe have a few countercurrents of my own decision, and hopefully see you for the next one. If you enjoyed, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing so you don't miss out. Maybe join on to my Discord so you can catch up on any notifications. But for now, rest well. Try not to get involved in any more personal dramas. And I'll see you for the next one. Thanks to all my patrons, I don't need to worry about whether or not I'm going with the flow or trying to branch off into my own stream. I don't really need to prove myself when I'm pretty sure I have no idea what I'm on about anyway, and there's no point trying to look cool. So I do need to thank Sal, Guado, Kite, Wolfie Sensei, and everyone else for allowing me to continue being the moron I am. And for once, have a little bit of a presence.